with your buddy.
Hey there, I'm Iris. Welcome back to AshyMuted, the show about the Chao Garden, and welcome to Derivative December. Chowmas. Derivative December. So, Team 4-Star used to have a yearly series called DBcember, where they would go over their top 24, eventually cutting down to top 12, Dragon Ball things. Games, movies, transformations, stuff like that. They ended the series with their top 12 Dragon Ball sagas. Get out. And I've been wanting something similar ever since, so I'm doing it myself. And of course, I'll be ranking stuff related to the Chao Garden. Think of all the possibilities. Top 12 types, top 12 levels for Chao raising. That one's maybe a little too wordy for a title. Top 12 small animals? Yeah, I'll just do top 12 types. Types are a really important part of raising Chao, mostly because of how they affect stat grades. But that effect is equal across every primary type, raising the corresponding stat by 1 grade. And while some stats are more important than others, that won't be affecting this list too much. This is mostly about aesthetics, and my personal attachment to any of these if I have one. And I'll also be factoring in how iconic a type is. This is all subjective, and if you disagree with placements, inclusions, or exclusions, I encourage you to talk about it in the comments. Whether you're putting your own list together or talking about what you were hoping to see on mine, I'll appreciate any non-toxic Chao discussion. Yeah, I'm not gonna have too much to say about these ones at the bottom of the list. I really love the color scheme of this type. And if I ever bring up colors, I'm talking about how the type looks in the normal two-tone color. I wouldn't get this done if I had to factor in how a type looks in every single color. Anyway, I like the colors and how the gradient interacts with the shape of this type. Like with the sharp extended antenna? What do you even call this thing? It also gets bonus points for being dark aligned, just because I'm more likely to raise a dark Chao as someone who mostly plays as Rouge while in the Chao Garden. No, I promise I have something interesting to say about this one. Give me a sec. I like the warm colors contrasted with the white, and the way the things on the head swoop up is neat. I don't use hero characters much, so I'm not super likely to raise a Chao into this type as much as I like it aesthetically. The split tail is a fun little design quirk, along with the flatter arms and feet that look like flippers. Is that enough? Can I go to the next one? This one has colors that are pretty similar to Dark Normal Run, but the actual design is even better. The pointy feet, the way the colors are layered, and the fact it kinda has hair. Like, it has buns, sorta. And the color layering also makes them look like rose petals. It looks so nice. The wings are a noticeably different color, though. It's not distracting or anything, but when you notice it, it does look really weird. This would probably swap places with the next one if it wasn't for that. I don't really have much to say about Hero Power Swim, but I really like it. The top of the head kinda looks like a stem and leaves to me, and that paired with the colors makes this type feel like a very sweet fruit, which is actually what they called me in high school. Maybe nobody else sees it, but I do, and I really like it. That's all I have. There's not much else to this type. Hero Fly Fly is such a good representation of that alignment and type combo. Like, yeah, that's a Hero Chao with Fly as the primary and secondary types. Look at it! The way the face sort of extrudes kinda looks like a beak, and the head basically just has feathers coming out of it. It's great. The tail and wings sell it even further, and the color contrast is great. I think this type does the best job of showing you what it is. Kinda. There are technically other types that do it a bit better, but they're cheating. You'll see what I mean later. I can't discuss Chaos Chao too in depth just yet, but they're all so special and they show off the pinnacle of their alignments. You can tell the Dark Chaos Chao is as evil as these little things get. The demonic horns, the colors looking like lava in the middle of cooling, and that red and purple highlight gradient making it look like it's coursing with dark energy. It all comes together to make a Chao that looks like it's seen hell and is familiar with it. That was really edgy. What am I doing? The colors and pattern of Dark Fly Fly are unsurprisingly pretty similar to Dark Fly Run, but while that one takes a very round and soft approach to the design, this goes in the complete opposite direction. It's also kinda like Dark Normal Run, but doubled with the fucked up evil jester look. This just has a lot of aspects of other types that I love, so I love this one too. There's not really one big reason or anything like that. Yeah, neutral fly fly is a reference to knights, and that's really cool, but I love neutral fly run. The way the jester hat looking things curl in to look almost like horns is great. The more subdued main color contrasts really well with the highlights. Being neutral aligned does make this type a little more annoying to get, as you have to balance the alignment by switching between hero and dark characters as you raise the Chao. Does this type remind anyone else of a goat, or am I losing it? You see it, right? Please tell me you see it. Yeah, this one's only really this high because of personal attachment. I still like the way the neutral Chaos Chao looks though. The white and transparent blue is a nice color combination. The emotion ball being a sphere of pure light is cool, and the shape of the head and hands makes it feel like this is somewhere between a normal Chao and Chaos. And that retroactively also makes it feel like it's taking on traits of the Ancients. But yeah, this type would be lower on this list if it wasn't for my Chao Flimney. Raising Flimney is what really made me appreciate the Chao Garden as much as I do now. Without her, the series wouldn't exist, so this type is really important to me. I can't think about it without thinking about Flimney, the most important Chao I've ever raised. I've already made a full video about the character Chao, and about how while there are 3 types available through normal gameplay designed to resemble Sonic, Shadow, and Knights, there are 3 incredibly rare Chao with specific character types. The Knuckles Chao, Amy Chao, and Tails Chao. Tails is easily one of my favorite characters from this franchise. He's a young genius looking up to the main character while he comes into his own. He looks up to his best friend, a hero, and becomes a hero himself, and I love that. Even if the people writing the series throughout the years have made him go through that arc multiple times. Also, he's just so damn cute, and that carries over to the Tails Chao. It captures the likeness of the character perfectly, and is so adorable because of it. This is technically the most accessible character Chao, but that just makes me like it even more. The Knuckles and Amy Chao are basically impossible to get without cheating, so the Tails Chao still being obtainable through one of the official methods that isn't a demo disc that was available for a limited time or an in-person event just makes it feel more possible, I guess. Like, this is a rare, elusive type, but you can get it. And if you have an official Tails Chao from Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2, you're officially really cool. Also, you need to give me your GameCube memory card. The Chaos Chao sound like a playground rumor. The directions to get them are so specific, and were misunderstood and barely documented for so long, and that's not real. That doesn't just happen, right? Surely it's just a myth, something a kid made up one day to sound cooler for having a special Chao, but actually their GameCube just broke so you can't see it. But they're real. Chaos Chao exist, and that's amazing to me. It's like if you actually could unlock Luigi in Mario 64. Like if Mew really was under that truck. The hero Chaos Chao is my favorite of the 3. It just looks so mythical, so angelic. It's not only a great showcase of the hero alignment, but of Chaos Chao as a whole. You can just look at it and immediately realize it's special. I love Chaos Chao, and I especially love the hero Chaos Chao. Come on, you knew this would be number 1. The neutral normal Chao is perfect. This is one of my favorite designs ever, like, in anything. It's simple, but there's so much beauty in that simplicity. It's kinda like the Dragon Quest slime, which is my favorite design in anything ever. With the drop-like head shape and almost amorphous body, I wouldn't be surprised if that was an inspiration. That almost amorphous body allows Chao to grow into so many good designs, all stemming from this one, the Chao design. It's iconic for a reason. It's just perfect. I don't think there are any issues with it, and if you do, I already talked about this. Please, by all means, talk about it in the comments, just don't be a dick about it. So, those are my top 12 Chao types. This was a really tough list to put together. I don't think there are any bad types, so I struggled to bring it down to 12 choices, and it was even harder to order them. I was changing the order around as I wrote the script, and there's a chance I might end up disagreeing with this list in the future. Happy holidays, everyone. See you all next year.